Alright, what's good guys? Those of you that follow me on Snapchat already know. Blew a tyre, mate, look at that, she's buggered. Yeah, I drove on it for a while because I couldn't be bothered changing it and because I didn't have a jack. So I got a D window on there now, far out. But guess what? When I hit that pothole, not only did I blow the old tyre out, my bloody wastegate fell off. There's supposed to be a pipe coming off there with a wastegate on it, but no. It's in the, shit, there's everywhere, shit everywhere. But no, it's right here in the back. Oi, fuck around the back. Get in the back. Get around the back. Here it is. It's fallen off. So that's pretty junk, eh? Oh, no good. So there's like a big gaping hole right there. I can put my finger in it, look. God damn. So I'm going to take the tube off. Now I need to take the tube off anyway because I was going to put a blanking plate in there. Well, not a blanking plate. I was going to put a plate in there to cut one of the scrolls off to try and make it boost up a bit earlier or spool up earlier. So I didn't take the tube off anyway, but I didn't need to take the manifold off and I didn't need to do any welding, but I can't weld anyway. Oh, it's going to be a nightmare. So I need to disassemble all this now, take it all off, weld up the manifold, make a blanking plate. You know what it is. Let's hit it. Alright, nice and quick, got that manifold and turbo off. Turbo's down there, only one snapped bolt. Son of a bitch, where is it? Right there, you dirty little fucker. So, here's our gateway. Here's our fold mani. That's supposed to be on there. Damn it. Broke off. Now, to be fair, this thing when it's plumbed back in, it comes off the manifold and then scoops around and bolts into there. So there is a pipe there. Now, when that's there, it will like brace it and take the weight off. Since I had it just gating to atmosphere, because screamer dog, screamer, it was kind of just sitting out there in the middle of nowhere with kind of a lot of weight on the end of it, and it sort of needed, but it definitely needed a support of some sort. So I hit a pothole, got fucked because my tyre popped. To be fair, I didn't actually realise they were this bad. Check this shit out, bro. Oh, good grief, mate. You're cruising around like that. Yeah, all over the country, bro. So, popped that, and also that broke off. I had looked at the metal, and like, I'm not going to say it's like bad welds, but there's like not a lot of shiny, well, yeah, there is shiny stuff there, but you know what I mean? You sort of look to see how much was actually connected to begin with. Now, I do have a stick welder there, but I'm a scumbag and I haven't got a helmet. So the helmet's still at home and I'm like 2 hours from there. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. I got some sunnies. I got some tint. This sounds bad already. Fucking check that out, mate! 3 layers of tint. Like, you know, like bubbles for days, but I mean, can you see through it? Like, yeah, you can actually. Well, it's better than having nothing, eh? And needs must, you know? So I cleaned the end up there, cleaned up a bit there. Got the old arc welder set down to, what do we got her on? Like, quite low. 60 amp or something, because I've only got real little rods, like 1.6 mil rods or something. Well, I don't really know, like, there we go, 1.6 mil rods. Don't really know what I'm doing. And I'm gonna get arc eye. Let's fucking fry the old retinas. I actually don't advise this at all. I feel like stupid for doing it, but I have to do it because I can't go home. I can't go anywhere. Oh, it sits that way. Ha! Dig it! I don't even want to do this because I know I'm going to make a mess of it. Yeah, come on. Damn it. I get scared when that happens because And I'm going to pop a fuse somewhere. And they don't want to do that. You know what? In all honesty, that's not... It's hot! Stupid rod. So I've turned it right down. I can't turn my welder down anymore. But hopefully this doesn't turn out real bad, because not real bad. Not great, but not terrible either. That mask is the goods, mate. I'll give her a little toes up with the old grinder. It's on there. It's bloody on there. I'll give her a toes up with the grinder anyway. I'll give it a clean up and see what's good. I do want to put, like, which way does the manifold go? It does go this way. So if I can, I'd like to somehow run a, you know, like a brace to just sort of support it a bit. And like a gusset or something. You're right, full disclosure, as it looks like after a bit of a grind up. So I can still see a little bit of a gap down in there, so I'll touch that back up. Yeah. It's back on there, So I'll just touch up a few of the holes, then maybe go back with a grind up again, and you know, boys, we got some rolling coal fab work going on here. Got a bit of a brace there to just support the whole situation. It's got some real nice beads on there, mate. I can tell you, I've done them myself. They're really... Can't be all bad. Supports its own weight. Fuck yeah, good enough for Adrian. Alright, so I got my manifold welded up. Now, I've just spent a little bit of time, and I've made this mean looking plate. And I say flash because it's taken me a little while, but it's pretty rough. But it's all good. So what that's going to do is that's going to just go over there. Come on. You fit. I made you fit. There we go. And what it's going to do is, essentially, it's going to block off one of the scrolls to the turbo. By... No, not that way. That way. That way. There we go. Excuse me, socks. So, you got two scrolls on the turbo, basically making, you know, one large exhaust housing. We block off one, we've essentially blocked off half the exhaust housing, making the exhaust housing half the size. The exhaust housing is what determines the rate at which your turbo spools up, and to make your turbo spool faster, you get a smaller exhaust housing. So because this is twin scroll, I have the luck of being able to block one off and being able to make it hopefully boost up faster. Yeah, now I know you're going to probably want that scroll to open up at the higher RPM, but it's a diesel, mate. It doesn't do high RPM. So, for all intended training and learning purposes, blocking one off, if this works by making it spool up quite a bit earlier, I will go ahead and maybe make some sort of flap off of a wastegate actuator, or you know what I mean, like a you know, so it's sort of, so I can actually adjust it and open and close it. But for now, I just thought if I make a plate, blank it off, see how that goes, and if it boosts it up any earlier, then we're on a winner. So we got our wastegate welded back on there. We got our little bloody bit of a support there for it. Got our plate to bang on there. I'll smash it back together now, and hopefully she's the cricket, eh? Because actually I don't like cricket. Hopefully she's the juice, mate. Hopefully she's the juice. Oh, shit. Not terrible. Not ideal, but not terrible. Oh yeah, back comes the big gear. Come on, baby. Yeah, big turbos are my friend. Yeah. Put some oil lines on, some water lines, and we done, mate, we done. She's gonna boost like balls this time, boys. I can feel it. Cliffy's talking to me, he's saying, fuck yeah, fucking A. Right, we can shut the old lid now. She's all together. There's a little bit of black smoke I can see coming out from somewhere around there. I don't know if it's actually the flange or whether it's me welding there. I've just missed a tiny bit, but it's not even making any noise, like, you know, like a spit of an exhaust leak noise, so I'm just gonna not worry about that. Clean up a couple of my tools before I drive off. Good grief. I did do a little bit of recording there that I've actually lost. If any of you are looking to buy like a GoPro, might I mention, don't buy a GoPro 7, because I've had nothing but issues with it. I reckon it's a piece of shit. And I brought the GoPro 7 Black, like, you know, for hyper smooth stabilization and shit, but it constantly locks up, freezes, and bloody it just never does what I want it to. And I've like updated firmware and all that stuff, and it's still just a piece of. I had a GoPro 3 before it, and like it had nowhere near the amount of glitches and just average shit that this one does. The microphones are terrible on it too. Like, it constantly switches from like the left to right, and I know it goes from like mono to stereo all the time, and it's just rubbish. And it was like $800 too. I had to sell like 4 bush ounces to buy it. Nah, I kid. Alright, I'm really hoping boost comes on so early, or so much earlier than before. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, we on! We on! We on! Woo! Nice! There's like army trucks and shit coming at me. I'm under attack. Holy fuck. What do you boys want? Cliffy will fuck them up. That's legit real good. Like, way better. So, boost never came on until like 3200 RPM. Excuse me. Jizz. Where am I? Is it dead end? Boot. What the fuck? I'm lost. I don't know where I am. There's a lot of cars here though, in the middle of nowhere. I could come do like illegal skids here later. Yes, that'd be much fun. Oh! Yeah, boy! We on! What the hell is that across the road? It's like a piece of old cardboard. Carpet. This is me. This is way better. So I need to do a couple of tweaks, like the boost tap, maybe adjust the tap back a little bit, because it's going like 26 pound and I feel like I only need about 20. My fuel at the moment is wound right down, so I can like give it a little bit more fuel, and I've got the boost compensator. The boost compensator, I've got that wound right in, so I'd actually like to just wind that back out a bit, because it does just coal a bit too much when it's off boost with that compensator wound right in. And I know I'm rolling coal down under, so that doesn't sound quite right, but there's a point where black smoke's cool, and then there's a point where everyone's just like, your truck's fucked. So, you know, you gotta get it on that fine medium. And I feel like with your boost compensator wound right in, it's like, your truck's fucked. Anyway, where were we? So, this big turbo only ever boosted up to sort of like max boost, and like didn't even really hit max boost even then, until I was in like 4th and 5th gear. Like, 1st and 2nd, it would not go anywhere above 10 psi, and it wasn't even like the factory turbo feeling 10 psi. It was like, boost hasn't come on yet. It hasn't filled the piping. It says 10 on the gauge, but I don't feel any boost. It was rubbish. So, yeah, that was no good. 3rd gear would start to build a bit of boost, but it just not quite as much. Like, you'd feel it coming on, and by the time it sort of started to come on, you'd be changing gear. So that was no good either. Fourth was all good. Fourth was singing. Fifth was singing as well, and it was like, you know, the fun begun at about 100 k's. So that was real cool, because as soon as you start having fun, you're like breaking the law and stuff. Sorry, GoPro died again, and I do have like 26% battery left in it, and no, my SD card's not full. So GoPro, if you're out there, eat my asshole. Look at my hands. These are honest hands. So I don't even know where I was now. Yeah, fourth and fifth made no boost. Oh shit, I'm overheating. I forgot to put water in my truck. You're a fucking idiot. Nice. I told you, I'm like so average, eh? Let's turn it back on actually and just see if I've got heaters. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's like an implement sheet here. I'll see if I can get some water. God damn it, Adrian! You know what though? At least there's enough water in it for it to register something on the gauge. Hello? Just need to borrow a cup of sugar. God damn it. Can you hear those power lines? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, the radiator cap's cold. Please, it was only 5 minutes. You will be okay. It's like native here. I've tried yelling out, making some sort of. I've tried to make myself noticeable by anyone that might be on site, but it's, you know, pretty obvious. There's a water tank here. I sort of followed the lines and figured out what to do. Young tap here. Give this a young. Come on, baby. Hello, water. Sorry for whoever works here, lives here, owns here. Thank you as well though. Needs must, eh, you know. And brother Cliffy needs a drink, mate, because his owner's a fucking idiot. Alright, we got water back in him. Hopefully he's fine. I did get snapped halfway through that. The old farmer turned up. Young fella, good cunt. Cheers, cuzzy. Right, hopefully I haven't blown the head gasket or cracked the head or worse. Oh, we're getting a bit of a funny noise. But you know, it's raining, I just got it together. Slammed the old lid, backed out the drive, cuzzy. Let's go for a boost, see if she runs, mate. Yeah, mate, she runs, but she overheats because you didn't put water in it again. What a numpty! What a numpty! Oh look, there's like heaps of unimogs and shit out there. I know you probably can't see, but I can. Can you? It must be like the army's holding base. They store stuff there. Sell these videos to Iraq, mate. Ah, who am I kidding? You ain't gotta buy these videos, cuzzy, just watch the adverts, bro. I get paid for that shit. 150 bucks a month, don't you know? Yeah, man, we're boosting in second gear now. It's not bad. Oh, why are you on settings mode, GoPro? Alright, it's recording again. I've just been sitting on the side of the road for like 10 minutes now, just trying to make this GoPro work. Because just, why is it such rubbish? I'm gonna have to try and like update the firmware. I've always had problems with it though, and I have updated the firmware on it since I brought it, and I paid like, I said like $800 dues for the bloody thing. 800 of me freedom bucks, mate. Here you go, take it, brother. And it's just been shit. And I don't really buy stuff brand new. Like everything I buy is normally like second hand off Marketplace and Trade Me. And I bought this fucking thing brand new, and it was the worst investment I ever made. But I needed to make videos because YouTube and you guys are sick cunts. So, needs must, right? Anyway, I've been sitting here idling, trying to fix this thing. I've left it idling for like you know, 10 minutes now. It was about 15 minutes that I put the water in it. I've got heat coming out my heaters, so I know that there's enough water in it to be going around the radiator core, or the heater core, sorry, in the dashboard, so that's good. And my temperature gauge is sitting very nicely, which is very happy, Adrian. So, what a dick though, eh, honestly. I make some real rookie mistakes, man, honestly. Like, real rookie mistakes. But, you know. And guess what? I've even given up weed, like. So it's not because I'm stoned, alright? Or because I've been smoking like several buckies before undertaking this venture. Sorry for spitting, mate. Chewing gum, you know. Been trying to give up ciggies too, mate. Yeah, anyway, back to the turbo. It is spooling up massive. Third gear now, if I just start to give it a little bit of juice, we're on like full boost by like 3 grand, like it's much better. In second gear, I can actually like give it the lolly and it'll start to bloody try and skid. It's still definitely like way laggier than the VJ33, but it's coming on way better. It's night and day how much better it is. I'd be interested to pull it all apart and actually make another blanking plate and blank off the other scroll instead, because I know each scroll sort of directs the exhaust gases at the exhaust turbine at a different angle. I blocked off the one that looked more like the same angle that the factory turbo would have taken. So like more of the straight angle at the impeller. If the impeller was here, the exhaust gases are like here, as opposed to coming that way. Does that make sense? Yes, sure it does. But it'd be interesting to see, like, make another plate and just swap them around and see what results I get with the plate on the other scroll. Would be quite interesting. For some more fuel. I want to put more fuel into it and dial the what's that bloody boost restrict, the bloody fun sponge thing, the boost compensator. I want to dial the boost compensator back out of it, dial a bit more fuel into it, and happy fun times. Anyway, if you're here for the first time, smash subscribe. If you're not, cheers for the support, bro. Leave us a comment down below. Notification with bells on, mate, you know, all that sort of stuff, eh? We'll see you on the next one, mate. I'm rolling. It legit just ran out of gas, man. Look at it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so fucking average. I've been called Mr. WL+T, Mr. Drifter. Nah, mate, you can call me Mr. fucking Average, alright?